All right, I just moved the modem outside the box. That should help. All right, hey, can you hear me at home, Dave? Looks like the captains are meeting at midfield right now. Steve? Hi, fans. Thanks for joining us here. We are working through some Wi-Fi issues and hotspot issues. So if this gets too glitchy for you, remember that there is a Kings live stream of this game as well, which you can find on the Sultan High School Facebook page. And we will continue to try to work out the kinks here, but we are excited to be here. Dave Moon has promised us for the next game, we will have the capability of having two different people talking. Right now, it's just me. We've got Matt Deason doing the video for us. And my name's Matt Keeler. We are both parents of senior athletes here for Sultan Turks, so we're excited to be able to be in attendance for tonight's game. Teams are lining up now to get ready for the national anthem. I'm going to attempt to keep up with the live chat here as we go, although right now I'm doing it on my phone because the Wi-Fi here is a little sketchy, and I'm afraid if I open up a browser, it's going to be really choppy for you guys. And I'm going to mute myself here so we can get going on the national anthem. All right, we are just about ready for kickoff here at Kings High School at Woolsey Stadium. If you have never been here before, it's kind of a cool location. It's kind of on a hill in the woods, a lot of places that you can kind of stand and overlook the stadium, and just kind of looking around here, you can see quite a few people outside the boundaries of the stadium who actually have pretty nice seats. If you were going to be at CenturyLink Field and had seats like that, you'd be paying a couple $100 to watch. And they're getting to watch for free. And you guys are getting to watch for free here on TurkPride.tv. So the Turks will kick off here to start the game. Hunter Tradliner is our kicker. You got two Knights back around the 10-yard line, getting ready to return. And again, Hunter Tradliner, number 10, a freshman for the Turks, is kicking off for Sultan. Ball's kicked short down to the 27-yard line. Returned by number 10 of the Knights. Out to the 45-yard line. Mason Fuller on that return. He's tackled by Hayden Murphy. That's freshman Hayden Murphy. If you recognize that name, it's probably because longtime Turk coach, assistant coach, and former head coach Ben Murphy, that's his son. And so the Knights will take over 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line. Quarterback for the Knights is number 12, Hayden Teeter. He's a 6-foot junior. And the ball will be officially placed at the 43-yard line. And it looks like we had the wrong ball out there. Kings had to get their game ball in. Number 14 on the carry outside. He's tripped up by Zane Saylor after a long gain. That's Carson Clowers. Actually, that was, I believe that was Zane Saylor. Ball's placed at the 31-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Knights. Ooh. Pass complete. Pass complete to number 3, Prendergast. Gain of 5. And Derek Feltner, are another freshman for the Turks, on that tackle after a gain of 7. Little fumbled snap, 16 on the carry up the middle and to the outside. And it looks like he stepped out of bounds just short of the goal line. Royce Coleman on that carry. It'll be 1st and goal for the Knights at the Turk 2-yard line. Clock stopped at 10:40 remaining here in the 1st quarter. pitch to the outside. 16 on the carry again, and he scores untouched. Roy Coleman with the 2-yard touchdown run for the Knights. And the Knights will go for the extra point. Looks like they are going for 1 point. Number 37, their kicker, Jack McAllister. He's a specialist. He kicks and punts only for the Knights. Saw him kicking 45-yard field goals in pregame. This one is plenty good. And your score is 7-0 Knights with 10:30 remaining in the first quarter. And we will take a little break here. And McAllister will kick off for the Knights. Hey, it's great to see Melissa Bennett watching us online. It seems weird to be at a Turk game and not see her. It was great to see William last week at the game. He's working a little part-time for the district right now. Wow, the kicker kicks it in the end zone for a touchback where the Turks will take over 1st and 10 at their own 20. Yeah, we're having some issues. The hotspot that we set up didn't work very well. So right now we're on their Wi-Fi, and it's not great either. Tyler Sargent at quarterback for the Turks, junior. And he hands it off to Zane Saylor. A short gain on the play, gain of a yard. There was a fumble on the play, but it was after it had already been blown dead. And Zane carries it back up the middle again for 3 yards on that play. Jaden Mara in on that last tackle for Kings, as well as Isaiah Bullock. Anyway, we appreciate your patience with the video quality. We'll do the best we can. This is our first time being able to travel on the road. Sargent throws intended for Zane Saylor. A little bit wide. Nice throw, though. That will bring up 4th down for the Turks. 4th and 7. And it looks like the Turks will punt. Brought in their long snapper, Kobe Keeler. And I think we got Hunter Tradlener punting. Nope, that is Weston Bauer punting. And he punts it down in to the other side of the 50-yard line. Short return on the play. Chaz Bush was the first one to get to him.
Tackle by number 51, Chaz Bush for the Turks. The 1st and 10 on the 47.
We got several freshmen getting some opportunities here for the Turks. I see one of our 8th graders on the stream here. Dylan Meek, you still there? Can't wait to see you guys up here next year. Actually, next year, we're talking about 6 months till our next high school football season. Pass complete to number 8. Number 8, Anders Rudd. Down to the 25. He is tackled out of bounds by Zane Saylor. Kings hurries back up to the line. Pass is complete again to number 8. He is tackled by number 57 of the Turks, Hayden Murphy and Derek Feltner. So a pair of freshmen in on that last tackle. Gain of 7, it'll be 2nd and 3 for Kings. Pass to the end zone, incomplete. That'll bring up 3rd down, 3rd and 3. I believe that was Ivan Rodriguez on the coverage.
Correction, 3rd down.
Quarterback keeps it. Little read option there. And takes on Zane Saylor, who tackles him at the 10-yard line. For a gain of 7 or 8 yards, it'll be a 1st down for Kings. Looks like it's right on the 10, so that'll make it 1st and goal for the Knights. Nice to see the Deasons representing in Texas as well. I have to say I'm a little jealous. I kind of wouldn't mind being down there right about now. I've got Matt Deason right behind me on video. And number 24 on that last carry. Rolf carries it down to about the 2-yard line. Zane Saylor is all over the place today with another tackle.
The 2-yard line for 2nd and goal.
And we got 7 minutes and 35 seconds and counting here in the 1st quarter. I believe Kings has played one game. They played Life Christian a couple weeks ago. They won by, I think it was 31-21. Turks will play Life Christian in a few weeks. And that is a 2-yard touchdown run for the Knights.
Number 24,
Cutler
Cutler Rolf, the ball carrier.
Rolf's a 6-foot sophomore with that touchdown run, and the Knights will attempt the PAT. McAllister attempting the PAT. Snap's good, holds good, kick is good. Definitely one of the better 1A high school kickers that you will see. rare that you see somebody kicking one to the end zone on the kickoffs. He's got a lay. It looks like he can probably kick 50 plus for a field goal. We'll see if he has to try one today. So with 7:17 remaining, your score is 14-0 Kings. And we got Derek Feltner back to return this. Well, we'll see if he returns this kick. Last one went through the end zone. Yeah, this one looks returnable. He returns it from the 9. Out past the 20. A nice return. He's tackled just inside the 20.
Number 17, Derek Feltner, with the return for the Turks. Tackled by 82, Caden Kelly.
And so the Turks will take over on their second possession here.
19-yard line.
1st and 10 for the Turks at their own 19-yard line. Turks have one receiver to the right. Hardwick on that carry. No gain on the play. He barely got the ball, and there were several Kings tacklers on the play. And actually, it's a loss of about 4 yards on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 14. Quick pass by the Turks out to Zane Saylor. Some hard running there, but no gain on the play. It'll bring up 3rd down. 3rd and 14 for the Turks. Hey, if you haven't done this already, make sure you subscribe to TurkPride.tv. That helps ensure that we continue to be able to keep bringing these broadcasts to you. And big thank you to the tech department. There was a road soccer game today at East Lake. I remember what the name, Eastside Prep. And then this game, and they had kits all set up and ready for us to be able to go on the road. And it's not as nice as having your own home network, but we're doing the best we can. Anyway, that pass was incomplete. It'll be 4th down. The Turks will be getting ready to punt. Uh-oh. It looks like we're going to have an intentional grounding on that play, I'm guessing, because there was nobody in the area on that throw. And that'll be a pretty big penalty. He threw it from tried to throw it from about the 10-yard line, so that's going to be about a 5-yard penalty. Yeah, that's a nice punt. Out, knocks him back past the 50 again. He was backpedaling on that one. Oh, boy. Long return to the outside. Looks to be knocked down in about the 10-yard line of the Turks. Jonathan Van Pelt on that last tackle. He's another one of our freshmen for the Turks. There is a injured Knights player down, so we'll get that taken care of. And the Knights player is up, and with some help from medical staff, gingerly walking off the sideline. Once again, I want to take this moment to thank our tech department, tech club at Sultan High School. While all of us would love to be at all of these games, the fact that we've had Turk Pride TV now going for 8 or 9 years, they've done a pretty good job with it, and kind of as what seems to be the norm here within the Sultan School District, we seem to be ahead of the game and everything. So we were definitely prepared to be able to offer you this broadcast. And hopefully we get back to a point where we can get more people in the stands, but this is a nice alternative. And he looks to be all right. Definitely walking a little gingerly. So it will be 1st and 10 from the 12-yard line for the Knights. Tell you, there are a lot of people in the parking lot here. I mean, there's a lot of people taking advantage and be able to see it from the parking lot. Let's put it that way. And, quarterback's grabbed in the backfield, but escapes, throws it towards the end zone. Pass is incomplete. Trying to catch a number on that. I believe that was Weston Bauer on that breakup. Yep, it was. He timed that really well. And so it will be 2nd and 10 for the Knights. They got 3 receivers, 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Handoff up the middle to number 24. And that is a 12-yard touchdown run for Cutler Rolfs. And we will get another PAT attempt here. from Jack McAllister. Not sure if you guys can hear this on the broadcast, but these whistles that they are using are definitely interesting. They're electronic whistles because, COVID and all, you can't blow into a whistle and have your spray go all over the place. So, but it doesn't really sound like a whistle. I keep thinking, what's that noise? And the PAT is good. So with 5:03 remaining in the first quarter, Kings has 21 on the board. Well, I do not have a list of sponsors here, I don't think, but I know Windmill Espresso is a sponsor because I listen to a lot of these streams and I hear Windmill Espresso being mentioned a lot. And I know we just started up a new baseball organization in town, and Windmill Espresso generously donated to our cause as well. So they're always helping out the community, which is fantastic. Short kick, Weston Bauer returns it from the 30. Tackled out of bounds at about the 37, 38-yard line. Will be the best field position of the night for the Turks. Next week, the Turks have a home game next Friday night with Cedar Park. 7 o'clock next Friday night. And so the Turks will have it 1st and 10. Turks are in the shotgun with Sargent at quarterback. They move Zane out to the slot. We have 3 receivers out there right now. Ooh, a little high snap. Sargent gets rid of it quick to avoid the sack. Short hops Zane. It'll be 2nd and 10. And Turks will once again go from the shotgun. Hardwick is to Sargent's left. Ooh, pass intended for Weston Bauer. Nice pass. Weston couldn't hold on to that one. It'll be 3rd down and 10 for the Turks. Yeah, the Turks are definitely looking to open things up here a little bit. 3 receivers in a wing, only 1 back. Ooh, pass intended for Zane. Zane kind of became a defender there. King's linebacker stepped in to try to make the interception, and Zane got his hand in the way to block it. And he had some room to run if he intercepted that. So it was a nice play by Zane. And the punting unit comes out again for the Turks. Fourth down and 10 at the 38-yard line. I tell you what, Weston's having a nice night punting with some nice high school punts. Ball's returned out near midfield.
Number 82, Caden Kennedy for
I
the
believe that was, Chaz Bush on the tackle.
47-yard line.
No, sorry, that was Hayden Murphy on that tackle.
57, Hayden Murphy, the tackle for the Turks.
And Kings will take over at their own 47-yard line. .16 on the carry. Oh, there's fumble on the play. There is a pile. Turks are pointing towards their end zone. We'll see who comes up with it. And the Turks have it. 75 on that recovery. That is Tayden Webster. Turks will take over on the Kings side at the 47-yard line. Tell you one thing from a coaching perspective, a team like Kings is a challenge for a team like Sultan. For a lot of reasons, but for one reason in particular, Kings runs a spread offense. They throw the ball a lot. The Turks are more of a run-oriented offense, and so yes, when you're leading up to the week when you're going to play Kings, you're going to try to put together a offense, a scout team that will mimic what Kings can do. But when you're used to the offense that we run, it's so much different than what Kings runs. Hardwick on that carry, and he's a short gain on the play. Probably gets a yard on it. Nice hard run.
Number 44, Caden Hardwick, the ball carrier for the Turks. Brings up a 2nd and 9.
Dave Moon has sent me some of our sponsors. Vic's Burgers is one of our sponsors, Mountain View Diner and Gold Bar, Invara Pharmacy, as well as Sultan Pharmacy. We mentioned Windmill Espresso earlier. PJ's Pumpkin Patch is also one of our sponsors this year. Thank you for helping us out and keeping our program running. Got a little bit of a reverse there to Weston Bauer. Didn't really have much room to run. Lost a couple yards on the play. It'll bring up 3rd and 11 for the Turks. Oh, nice pass out there to, I believe that was to Feltner. Incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down for the Turks. And so the Turks will punt. And right now, the star player for the Turks is our punter, Weston Bauer, who's had 3 or 4 really nice punts. Oh, fake punt. Hardwick takes it. Picks up 4 or 5 yards, but not the 12 that they needed for a 1st down. Kings will take over 1st and 10 at their own 47, which is about where they started before the last possession ended in a fumble.
Ball will be placed at the 47-yard line.
Tell you the other thing that's a challenge in this type of game when you're playing a high-powered offense like Kings. They get a lot of yardage, a lot of passing, a couple tackles out of bounds. Clock does not move very fast. We are still about 3 minutes to go here in the 1st quarter. Nice tackle, a couple nice sticks. Didn't actually get him down, but they did get him out of bounds. Zane was in on that. Chaz Bush was in on that tackle. I believe Weston Bauer as well. They pursued to the ball really well on that play. There was a gain of 3 yards on that play to bring up 2nd and 7 for the Knights. And Knights are back to pass. Looks like a little screen pass set up. Oh, and got a penalty on that play. Hopefully, we'll see what happens here. Looks like it could be in the area of a hold or possibly an illegal man downfield. We'll see what the referee says. Yep, holding against the Knights. That'll be a spot foul from the spot of the hold. So the play was good for a first down, but there's a holding at the end of the play, which will take it back 10 yards from the spot, which is going to pretty much put them back where they started. So it'll be 2nd down and 8 for the Knights at their own 49-yard line. Knights with a spread offense, 4 receivers there. We have a little bit of movement on the line. It's a false start against the Knights. That's going to be another 5-yard penalty, which will back them up, make it 2nd and 14.
Brings the ball back 5 yards. It'll be 2nd and 13 for the Knights.
Quarterback keeps it. It's running around there. Zane Saylor makes the tackle. There is another penalty on the play, though. There was about a 10-yard gain, but we have another hold against the Knights, which will be another 10-yard penalty.
Penalty flag on the play.
While we're waiting for them to decide what's happening here, I wanted to send out our condolences to the Erickson family. Those of you who have been around Turk football, Bearcat football, know Laura Erickson, I'm assuming pretty well. I know our seniors this year and last year's seniors, her son, David, played with them up through middle school. She passed away suddenly, and a lot of close people in both the Sultan and Monroe communities who knew her and really respected what she did. Did a lot of work with the kids in our community, especially our athletes. That's 4 boys. Anyway, our thoughts and prayers are with the Erickson family.
Tackled by number 51, Chaz Bush on the Turks. 14-yard gain brings up
14-yard gain on that last play will bring up 3rd down and 9 for the Knights. Just short of the 50. We'll call it the 48-yard line. And pass is thrown deep. Complete to number 5. Ben Edwards on that 52-yard pass reception. Ben Edwards is a 6-foot senior from Hayden Teeter, the junior quarterback for the Knights.
Yard touchdown for the Knights.
And McAllister's back to kick the PAT again. He is perfect on the evening, 3 for 3. And it's good. So with 1:15 remaining in the first quarter, Kings has 28 points. Well, let's see if McAllister can get to the end zone this time. Seems like he can when he wants to. Last kick, he kicked a little shorter. The end result was about the same. We started at the 20-yard line. We'll see what we get this time. And a short kick that time. Ooh, nice tackle there. Returned by Hunter Tradlander, number 10.
The return man for the Turks brings the ball out to the 32-yard line for 1st and 10.
And it will be 1st and 10. Turks at the 33-yard line for the Turks. And Sailor at the outside, running hard. Yards are tough to get tonight for the Turks. No gain, it'll be 2nd and 10. Zane Sailor on that last carry. A loss of a yard or so on that play. And that is the end of the first quarter. Take a little bit of a break here, and we will come back for the second quarter. All right, here we go. 3rd down and 10 to start the second quarter here for the Turks. Ball is placed at their own 32-yard line. Actually, it's 3rd and 11 from the 32. And Turks are in shotgun. Nice snap there. Sargent eludes the pressure, throws it out of bounds. It'll bring up 4th down.
Brings up 4th down, the Turks.
Ball was almost blocked. Another nice punt, though. Takes a King's bounce and then a Turk bounce. Down at the 43-yard line of the Knights, where it'll be 1st and 10.
It'll be 1st and 10 for the Knights on the 44.
And Kings will take over from the shotgun. Actually, more like a pistol formation. Sweep to the outside by number 24. And he is not going to be touched. A 56-yard touchdown run for the Knights.
Touchdown by number
Kyler Rolfs. And Knights will attempt the PAT. Jack McAllister back for the kick.
Penalty flag on the play. Delay of game on the Knights.
Delay game will be 5-yard penalty. They'll move it back. This kicker, they could probably move it back about 30 and it wouldn't make much of a difference. PAT's away, right down the middle. It's good. Ryan Sargent, I see you're watching? Did you find a vantage point here at the field to watch, or are you watching from home? All right. McAllister kicks off again. Feltner's back inside his 10. And a short kick to the 24. Hunter Tradlener, freshman Hunter Tradlener on that return. Down to the 38-yard line. Nice little return of about 14 yards on that kick. And Turks will take over 1st and 10.
Brings up 1st and 10 on the 38.
So here's the other dilemma in a game like this. We're not getting anything on the ground. That's the strength of our team. We got to try to pass it. Problem is when we pass it, if we don't catch it, the clock stops. And so we're still at 10:57 remaining in the half. Turks attempt to pass. It's in and out of the hands of the intended receiver, Derek Feltner.
Incomplete, brings up 2nd and 10.
With no JV team, not enough kids. We got about 25 kids on the roster. Some of our younger kids are learning under fire. Several freshmen and getting some opportunities that will hopefully help them as they move into their sophomore season next year, which is, next year's about 6 months away from opening day. Combine them with a pretty strong 8th grade class coming up, and we could have some exciting football coming up here in the coming years.
Number 9, Zane Saylor, the ball carrier for the Turks. Tackled by number 51, Carl Carey.
Zane Saylor on that last reception gains 2 yards on the play.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
3rd and 8 for the Turks. Turks will come back into a more traditional wing tee offense here. They are going to throw it, though. Feltner, the intended receiver, got a hand on it. A nice pass, nice attempt. Incomplete, though. It'll bring up 4th and 10. Weston Bauer back to punt for the Turks. I tell you right now, he's the best punter we've seen in this game tonight. A little directional punt there. Chaz Bush and Hayden Murphy first ones down to down it at the 32-yard line. Will be 1st and 10 for the Knights.
And stick around for a halftime performance by our Knights cheer squad.
Well, one good news, I guess, for the Turks as we look into the rest of this half and moving into the second half. Kings does have a pretty deep bench. We should see some of those younger kids in the game here at some point, which will might make this a little more interesting. Pitch to the outside.
Number 16, Royce Coleman, the ball carrier for the Knights.
Royce Coleman carries about 8 yards, 7 yards. He's 2nd and 3. Zane Saylor with another tackle for the Turks.
On a 39 gain of 7 brings up 2nd and 3.
Uh-oh. Put his head down. That's not good. Pass complete to number 4. Anthony Shearer. Down to the 24. Caden Hardwick with the tackle. Initial Turk defender made a mistake. Head went down when he went for the tackle, and Knights player was right past him. Zane Saylor and Kobe Keeler on that last tackle. Down to the 15-yard line. And make it 14-yard line where it'll be 1st and 10. And 9 minutes and 22 seconds remaining in the first half. Quarterback rolls out to the right. Pass is complete to number 4. Anthony Shearer. 12-yard, 14-yard touchdown for the Knights.
Pass completed to number 4, Colton Fleming. 14-yard touchdown by Fleming.
If you were wondering about the mercy rule and the running clock rule, that does not start until the second half. And I believe 45 points is what the target number is for that. Once it hits 45 and you're in the second half, it will be a running clock. And we got a penalty on the play.
Offsides on the Turks.
Offsides penalty against the Turks. They will march it off about a yard. Maybe that yard will make a difference on this kick. PAT's right down the middle again. Extra point is good.
Second quarter, the Knights 42 and the Turks 0. Fans, you can support the Kings High School student athletes by purchasing a fan cutout sign and being a fan in the stand. Show your nice pride by submitting a picture of yourself decked out in red, gray, and black, and your sign will be displayed in the field and or gymnasium for your selected athletic events. Proceeds from this sale support Kings High School Booster Club. Visit bgfans.net/products/Kings for more information.
And the Knights will kick off again here. Our 3 returners here, or we got Two freshmen and a sophomore back. Weston Bauer, Hunter Tradliner, and Derek Feltner. And that one is going to go into the end zone for a touchback. Ooh, got some pushing and shoving going on out there. Some pushing and shoving going on there between the Turks and the Knights. There is a penalty on the play. So both teams were pushing and shoving, but it looks to be a personal foul against the Turks. A little frustration there for the Turks.
Penalty flag on the Turks.
And that'll bring it down to the 10-yard line, where the Turks will take over 1st and 10.
Ball will be placed at the 10-yard line. Turks run on the play. Tackled by a
Caden Hardwick on that last carry, a gain of 4 yards on the play. That's actually might be the longest gain the Turks have had in this first half. 4 yards on that play. Nice hard run by Caden Hardwick. And they reward him with another carry. Gets a couple yards on that play, a couple positive plays. It'll bring up 3rd and 4. Now looking at the coaching staff here for the Knights, they have almost as many coaches as we do players. Zane Saylor with a nice hard carry. And I believe he's got a 1st down. I think he's right at the 20, which should be a 1st down for the Turks. And that is, I believe, the first down for the Turks tonight. 3 nice runs there. Some good blocking up front. And Hardwick carries again. Gain of 4 yards on that play. 3 yards. But there is a penalty on the play. We'll see who this is against. Face mask against the Knights. That'll be 15 yards and an automatic 1st down for the Turks.
15-yard penalty will be a Turks 1st down.
And chains are set at the 39. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Turks. See if they continue with their running game here. They had a little success in those last few plays. A little belly play there to Weston Bauer. Gain of 5 yards on that play. I'll bring up 2nd and 5. Getting some momentum going here. We're using some clock, which is nice. We got 6 minutes and 26 seconds remaining in the first half. Hardwick up the middle. Gains another 5 and another 1st down for the Turks. In baseball, we would call this like a hitting streak. Got 3 straight 1st downs. And we are right at the 50-yard line. Hardwick up the middle. Line kind of pushes ahead. Uh-oh, fumble on the play, but it is ruled down after a gain of 4. Hardwick gets up kind of gingerly on that for that last play. Maybe got his ankle rolled up a little bit. We are a team that cannot afford a lot of injuries. We are not very deep with experienced varsity players. A lot of guys out there playing with some injuries, playing both ways, doing what they can to help the program. Sargent throws backwards pass there to Zane. He bobbles it but catches it. He's still running. As I heard last week's broadcast crew mention, a little Marshawn Lynch like there, a little beast mode. Loss of a couple yards, but that was not due to effort. He went through about 5-6 tacklers there before they finally brought him down. Hardwick tackled after a gain of a yard. Well, I got to tell you, regardless of outcome of a game here against a very strong Kings team, I'm excited for these seniors that they are getting a chance to go out here and compete on the field their senior year. It's a group of boys that has seen a lot of kids who they've grown up with move on to different things, different places. They have stuck to the program, worked their butts off over the years. And again, regardless of the score, just about probably should have had a win last week. They have a lot to be proud of. They have kept this program moving. Weston Bauer on a nice run around in. Gets down inside the 20-yard line. Actually down to about the 14-yard line where it'll be 1st and 10 for the Turks. Once again, though, an impressive job. This was a group that in middle school did not lose a game. Sadly, you look at the group that was there and the group that's there now, there's not a lot of them left, but the ones that are there are really working hard and deserve credit for being leaders in the program. Hardwick up the middle, down inside the 10. I'll call it a gain of 4. It'll be 2nd and 6.
64, Matt Morgan for the Knights. 4-yard gain brings up 2nd down.
Zane up the middle. Running hard. Hold on to that football. The line's pushing him ahead.
Number 9, Zane Saylor, the ball carrier for the Turks. Tackled by a host of Knights.
And that should be good for a first down. It'll be first and goal for the Turks. Or not. The first down? Yep, we got first and goal. Ball's placed on about the 2-yard line, maybe the 3-yard line. Tough to see. We're about 80 yards away right here.
Touchdown, Turks.
All right, now who was running that? Was that a quarterback keeper? Who was that? Who was that running?
I think it looked like, was that a quarterback keeper?
Sargent keeps it for the touchdown. I'm not sure, but Ryan, is that Tyler's first touchdown as a Turk? At least running? A nice hard run. And we got Weston Bauer kicking the PAT. And it is good.
And the Sergeant touchdown by the Turks gives them 7 on the board.
Well, Ryan, I feel bad that I didn't make that call look a little bit better. Tough to see it from our vantage point. We're sitting on about the 35-yard line. It was the other end of the field. But nice run, nice blocking by the Turks. Nice to get on the scoreboard here with 1 minute and 48 seconds remaining in the first half.
Senior cheer families, please make your way down to the football field for our honorary ceremony at halftime. Senior cheer families, please make your way down to the field for our honorary halftime ceremony. Thank you.
Yes, Cheryl, I agree. It has been really cool to see these guys stick together. Last week was a bummer. Probably 2 yards away, 1 yard away, twice from a victory. But going against a team they're kind of overmatched with tonight, but not giving up, playing hard. And hey, we're playing football. That was something we did not know was going to happen a month ago.
Knights will start on the 46, first down.
And it'll be first and 10 for the Knights at their own 46-yard line. Got a backup quarterback in for the Knights. That's number 4, Anthony Shearer. He was a senior. I believe he was playing receiver earlier.
Holding on the Knights. Ball will be placed on the 38.
We do have a
for a first down.
holding penalty against the Knights, so move back 10 yards, still be first down. Shear keeps it.
Fleming, the ball carrier for the Knights. Number 57.
Tackled by Hayden Murphy
The tackle for the
after a
Turks.
pretty long gain of about 15 yards.
Turks for a Knight. First. Second down.
Fumble on the play, recovered by the Knights after a loss of about 5 yards, maybe 6.
Third down.
Shearer keeps it. Tackle for a loss there.
Here for the Knights. Tackled by
Tyler Deason with a nice tackle.
Tyler just made a
brings
tackle
up
with his leg
fourth
falling off.
down for the Knights.
And it looks like Tyler has to adjust his equipment a little bit here.
Injury timeout on the play.
I can laugh because his dad's behind me and he's the one that mentioned it. But yeah, Tyler's foot fell off on that play. He's getting it put back on here. And to add insult to injury, he has to leave for a play. That was a nice stop. Nice tackle by Tyler. I don't think I've ever said that in a game before. That was an interesting occurrence. But that is the end of the half. So we're going to take a little break here. And we will come back for the second half shortly. See you in about 15 minutes. All right, so I've decided if I'm ever the commissioner of high school football, I'm going to cut half times in half. It's just the dumbest thing I've ever seen. Put 15 minutes on the clock. Nobody comes out till 15 minutes are over. Then put 3 more minutes on the clock. In high school basketball, if you don't come out, when it's time to come out, what happens? You get a technical. And now it makes no sense because we're not even going to locker rooms because of COVID. So the teams are out here ready, and now they're just letting the 15 minutes run off the clock. And for the most part, everybody's just standing around waiting for the time to go off. So that's my rule I'm going to change. We're going to go 10-minute halftime. It's going to be like youth football. All right, so if I remember correctly, it is going to be Turk ball to start the second half. See if the Turks can take off where they left off that last possession. Those of you watching at home probably got the email from Mr. Sifferman this week. We got our traditional spring sports season starting here in about 3 weeks. So we'll have baseball, softball, track, and golf. I don't think I'm missing anything there. 8th graders, you'll be able to participate in softball and baseball. 8th grade boys will get their chance. We've got a couple of 8th grade, a couple sports that the 8th grade girls are getting to do right now with volleyball and girls soccer. And ball's kicked out of bounds. The Turks will take over, I believe, at the 35. I think that's the high school rule. Maybe the 40. Yeah, we're doing the best we can here with the Wi-Fi. It's okay, but it's not great. I know it could be challenging a couple weeks in South Whidbey as well. Cell service is horrible in South Whidbey, so we'll have to work on trying to connect into their Wi-Fi, and hopefully it's better than what we've got here. Turks start off in their traditional wing tee. Hardwick carries up the middle, kind of push to the outside. No gain on that play. It'll bring up 2nd down and 10. And we get a timeout for the Turks. Tough time getting in the right formation on that play. Once again, next week, the Turks will host Cedar Park. Hey, if anybody has any other scores around the league and you want to post them here on the chat, feel free to do that. We'll share those. Tonight is senior night for Kings. Not sure if it's their last game, but I know some of the teams around the league are hosting senior night as soon as possible because as last year showed us, you never know when that last game may come. So they're trying to make sure they take care of it beforehand. And after that timeout, it'll be 2nd and 10 for the Turks. Sargent tackled for a loss of 4 yards on that play. It'll bring up 3rd down and 14. All right, here we go. 3rd and 14. Turks run it. That's Hardwick up the middle. Nice strong run. Again, pushed by the line a little bit. Gain of 6 yards on that play. I see you, Caden Keeler. 4th and 8 for the Turks. And it looks like they're going to go for it. And Zane carries a little beast mode there. I don't think he's got it. Only got about 3-4 yards, but it was a nice hard run. Turks will turn it over on downs. So those of you that are watching the stream and listening to the video, is it at about the same spot, or are we off a little bit on the timing? Anyway, it'll be 1st and 10 for Kings at the 41-yard line of the Turks. 9:46 remaining here in the 3rd quarter at Woolsey Stadium. A little stiff breeze coming in here. Delay game against Kings. Yeah, it was a nice stiff breeze. Lost our score sheet. We are not protected here from, we're undercover. We are not in the booth. They don't have any of the coaches in the booth or anything, so we're kind of sectioned off here in the grandstands, and definitely getting a little bit breezy. Probably wasn't a good idea to wear shorts tonight. And we get some substitutions happening here for the night, so not the cleanest play right now as far as penalties. So getting some penalties that you would expect when you start putting in some of your younger players or inexperienced players. I think this is the 3rd different quarterback we've seen tonight for Kings. That was freshman Jacob Halkett, a 6-foot freshman, with that last pass. Nice gain on the play. It's going to be short of 1st down. That long penalty there. That should bring up 2nd down and 2nd and 8. Yeah, Dave, that's what I was wondering, if we were behind. That's kind of the bad part about trying to watch live TV with the radio nowadays. We got a nice run here, but we have an illegal block against the Knights. That's going to move us back again. I will say one of the benefits about coming to Kings is it usually ends in a stop at Dick's Drive-In, which is nearby. know, the team is planning on stopping on the way back, and with all the COVID stuff, it may be their one chance to stop on the way home from a game, because you're definitely not going to McDonald's and going through the drive-thru. Yeah, we got a whistle. Let's see what the call is.
Referee stoppage on the play.
Referee's coming over to talk to the coach for the Knights. Coach Shapiro for the Knights, a longtime coach here, actually graduated Kings High School back in the early 90s. Really good football player himself, and he was a really good track athlete as well. All right, not sure what that was, but we are going to go second down and 19 with 9:13 remaining in the third quarter. And the freshman at quarterback throws it deep. Zane makes an attempt and makes a nice catch. Let's see if he's in bounds. He is. That's an interception by Zane Saylor. And the Turks will take over first down.
It'll be a Knights. It'll be a Turks first down on the 23.
Hey, we got 61 people on here. Not bad for a road game. It looks like Tyler Deason has fixed his prosthetic issue from the first half. We got a deep throw. I believe that's Feltner. It is. Touchdown, Turks! Derek Feltner, the freshman, with a 77-yard touchdown reception from Tyler Sargent. That a kid pulled away from him.
77-yard touchdown for the Turks.
And let's see here. I think that's Weston on the PAT. And it is good. PAT is good for the Turks. Puts them up to 14 points.
Third quarter, the Kings Knights 42 and the Sultan Turks 14.
All right. So with 8:45 remaining, we in the third quarter, it is 42 Kings and your Turks 14. There's only one thing that upsets me about that reception for Derek Feltner. I'm going to have to ask him again why he didn't play for me last year in 8th grade. I could have used that. All right, I did have him in basketball, but I would have liked to have had him in football. Can't wait to see him play baseball this year, though. I'd love to see those 3-sport athletes out there. A nice ball by Tyler Sargent as well. Had some time. Nice throw over the middle. Nice, calm, and relaxed. And we got Tradlener with the kickoff duties tonight. Nice kick. Down to the 22-yard line. Tackled by a host of Turk tacklers at the 42-yard line, where the Knights will take over 1st and 10. Ooh, nice tackle in the backfield.
Penalty flag on the play.
Got Hayden Murphy and Hardwick. I think we're the first ones to get there.
Ball start on the Knights.
There is a penalty. Looks to be a false start against the Knights.
Penalty will make it 1st and 15.
Don't think they have the option of declining since it was a false start. Technically was no play. Might have just given them those 5 yards back. Nope, 5 yards against the Knights again.
Another 5-yard penalty will make it 1st and 20.
So it'll be 1st and 20 at the Knight 32-yard line. Pass complete to 25. Boyce. Rodriguez. Ivan Rodriguez on that last tackle. I got to get Matt to turn the video over to the parking lot here. They've got probably, I don't know, 30, 40 kids in their student section outside in the parking lot, kind of up high and back of pickup trucks, almost like a drive-in movie out there. Even heard somebody on a megaphone so that the kids could hear them on the field. It's kind of cool to see. And ball's thrown up. Ooh, Zane makes a play on it.
This guy.
The referees had 2 different calls. One had interception, one had incomplete. The one that was incomplete looks to have overruled him, which he must have saw something the other guy didn't see, but it was a nice play by Zane. That'll bring up 3rd down. So we got 3rd and 20 from the Kings' 35-yard line. freshman throws the ball up again. A nice pass. Nice pass to number 19 there. Pass complete to the sophomore, Weston Campbell. Good for 25 yards and a first down for the Knights. Ball is placed at the 42-yard line of the Turks, where it'll be 1st and 10. Well, looks like we got false start again on the Knights. Another 5-yard penalty.
That 5-yard penalty will make it 1st and 15. On the 47.
So here we go, 1st and 15. Long run on the play, but we have a couple penalties down. I think we're going to have offsetting penalties here, but we'll see. One back in the area of hold, and then one back down at the other end, maybe a face mask or something. We'll see what they figure out. Illegal block against the Knights.
Holding on the Knights.
Horse collar against the Turks. I believe we may go back and replay this. I'm not sure what the high school rule is on that. It seems like at some level of football, the higher penalty of personal foul takes over, but they're bringing it back, so that's a good sign for the Turks. And we are going to replay it, 1st and 15. Nice tackle there by the Turks. Also nice run for number 27, Jacob Mara. Hardwick with the takedown.
Brings up 2nd down and 10 for the Knights.
Second and 10 Kings at the Turk 43-yard line. They got 5 of those penalty yards back. Nice ball again by the freshman. I remember that last year when we played Kings. They got the best of us in 8th grade, and that quarterback was a big reason why. So it shows a lot of composure for a freshman out there. I don't know if you guys can hear the cheerleaders here, but they're saying touchdown, TD, something. So I think they're calling for Tyler Deason to get a touchdown. Nice throw. Ooh, broken up by Zane. Got some more penalty flags on the floor. On the field, I should say. So we talked about the spring sports that are coming up here in 3 weeks, and then we get into May, and we are supposed to have our traditional winter sports. So boys and girls basketball, wrestling. So we're hoping those will go off here in May to end out the school year, and then hoping for next year to be back to normal with our normal sports seasons and fans back at games and all that good stuff. Anyway, they took off the penalty there. They waved it off. No penalty, so it stands as an incomplete pass. It'll be 4th and 10. Low snap. Quarterback goes down. And that will be a turnover. Turks will take over 1st and 10 on the Kings side of the 50-yard line. And here we go. 1st and 10 Turks. Hardwick up the middle for 5, we'll call it 4 hard yards. It'll bring up 2nd and 6 for the Turks. Clock's running here with 4 minutes and 34 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter.
2nd and 6 at the 45.
Hardwick up the middle again. Gain of 7 yards, and that'll be good for a Turk 1st down.
Run is good for a Turks 1st down at the 37.
We have seen a lot of penalties, Maggie, you're right. Luckily for the Turks, they seem to be benefiting us more in the 2nd half. Zane, about 3 yards. It'll bring up 2nd and 7.
And 3 brings up 2nd and 7. Number 60, Jackson Miller, the tackle for the Knights.
Ball's placed at the 35-yard line of the Knights. Keeler wide to the left. Not sure who number 3 is tonight, but he's wide to the right. We got a fumble on the play, recovered by the Knights.
Number 68 with the fumble recovery, Jackson Miller. Ball's on the 29, 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. 1st and 10 Knights at their own 29-yard line with 2 minutes and some change left in the 3rd quarter. And Knights are trying to make some substitutions, couldn't get the right personnel out there, and we'll use a timeout.
Fans, stick around after the game. We will honor our senior player.
Once again, we want to thank our sponsors here tonight. We've got, again, Vic's Burgers, Mountain View Diner, Invara Pharmacy, and the Sultan Pharmacy, Windmill Espresso, as well as PJ's Pumpkin Patch. So again, thank you for all of your generosity to help our program continue to be able to give you choppy video like we have tonight. And here we go. We will start 1st and 10 here after the timeout. Ooh. Several Turks had their hands on him, but he was able to maneuver around, gain 7 yards on that play. 2nd and 3. Turks are working in some substitutes as well in this game. I believe if we look out there, number 23? I think that's number 27, Casey Sifferman, out there at corner for the Turks. First year playing football. And they look his way, incomplete pass. You know, one of the cool stories about all the craziness that we've had with COVID and the pod practices and crazy weather and whatnot. We had, you know, some kids who came out to some of these football pod practices that had never played football before, but thought, hey, I can go out there, do some small group stuff. There's not the, you know, maybe the intimidation of putting on the gear and kind of get a feel for what the game of football looks like. Casey Sifferman was one of those kids. And sophomore, not a huge kid, never played before. Came out to the pod practices, liked what he saw, and decided, hey, I'm going to play. And so tonight he's out here, his first possession, first time in a high school football game under the lights. Kind of one of the cool stories. And the Knights punt it, and it's going to be returned by number 3, and I do not have a number 3 on my roster. Not sure who that is. Maybe Jeremy Ripley. I haven't seen a number 7 out there tonight, which is what Jeremy normally wears. So I'm going to go with Jeremy Ripley on that return. And if it's not, I apologize. Those of you who know me know that I may be a little bit overly critical of certain programs and how they handle games like this. Like I say, I'm impressed with the way the Kings coaching staff has handled this tonight. They've worked in a lot of players. Everybody's getting some good work in. With no JV season and basically a 6-week season, it's nice to be able to get a lot of kids some playing time. It's nice that we haven't had to go to a running clock. Since we're only getting 4 or 5 games to begin with. So, phenomenal job tonight. getting everybody some playing time. I'm going to try to get names of some of these Turk players that are coming out here for the first time tonight as well. Casey's out here on offense as well, the X position. Sargent's going to throw the ball deep to Zane Saylor. Nice diving attempt. Did he catch it? Yes, he did. That's about a 30-plus yard reception. Great dive and catch. Now, I want to see that in about 3 weeks, Zane. I want to see Zane out for baseball again. I mean, that looked like a middle infielder going to get that ball to me. Maybe an outfielder. I've seen Zane Saylor play baseball before. He needs to play again. Zane's got it again. Running towards the 15-yard line. He gets down to about the 16-yard line for a gain of 3. And that horn means that's the end of the third quarter as the Turks are driving here. So we will move down to the other end to play the fourth quarter. That's good, Dane. We need to see him out there. You only get to do this stuff one time, and that time is getting close to an end. Ooh, we got quick snap there. Got players out there without their helmets on. Hardwick on that last carry down inside the 10 to the 8. It's going to be close to a first down. And here's the deal, Dane. It's going to be a lot more likely that we're going to be able to get some more fans at the baseball games, too. Better chance to get out and watch them play. Hey, Dane, while I have you here, did you get my email about the draft tomorrow? You going to be there tomorrow night, 6 o'clock? Well, are you going to be on Zoom tomorrow night, 6 o'clock? All right, so the refs are still figuring out what we're going to do on this. You know, one of the concerns when the whole COVID thing was, hey, if we start playing games, are we going to have enough officials? Is that going to happen? And so it's great to see our officials back out here. You know, they kind of lost their, you know, hobby, extra income through all this too. All of our officials have been out of work. Zane Saylor on that carry up the middle. Had a nice push. He's got about 4 or 5 yards. That'll be good for another Turk first down.
Brings up third down on the play. First down, correction.
So we got 1st and 10 from about the 6-yard line, maybe the 7.
First and goal for the Turks.
Yeah. Oh, we got a pass. Oh, pass intended for Weston Bauer. A little bit high.
Intended for an eye, Zane Saylor brings up second and goal.
I gotta tell you, watching tonight, Tyler Sargent looks a lot more comfortable out there. You know, he's played a little bit over the last couple of years, but with no JV program, and he hasn't gotten a lot of reps. So it's, you know, and no summer program this year. He's definitely looking more comfortable as this game goes on. And we got a little sweep to Weston Bauer. He is going to be tackled for a loss. Right, I'm going to have to do my best on roster because I just lost it in the wind. Thankfully, it has not rained at all tonight. Oh, we got 3rd down and goal from the 8. Weston around the end. And not going to get anything on that one. It's going to be 4th down. Now we'll see what they do. Probably going to go for it, but Weston looks like his leg has been, he could hit this field goal from here tonight if they choose to do that. But it looks like they're going to go for it. Nope, they're going to kick the field goal. We better get a timeout here, though. It took a long time to make that decision. We may get a delay game, which may put them just out of range. And actually, it looks like we got maybe Tradlener in to attempt this field goal. Snap is off, holds there, kick is long enough, but it's going to be off to the left. It was a nice attempt. You guys can hear the wind on the camera, or the mic, huh? Yeah, it's every once in a while. It's just kind of a little gust coming in. All right, so the Knights will take over 1st and 10 from their own 20. Whenever you kick a field goal inside the 20, the ball comes back to the 20 if you miss it. Pass is incomplete. Casey Sifferman on the coverage there.
And so it'll be 2nd and 10 from the 20. Ooh, another nice ball. Broken up by number 3. I'm going to say that's Jeremy Ripley because, again, that's the only one that we don't have a 3 and I haven't seen a number 7. So we're going to go with that until somebody tells me different. Pass is complete short. Got some tackles on the play there. I think we got Hunter Tradliner in on that last tackle. One of our freshmen.
Number 3 with the tackle for the Turks.
Ripley in on that tackle as well. And we got 8 minutes and 15 seconds and counting here. And looks like we got 4th down, and the Knights will likely be punting here. Kind of just a little further back from the shotgun. They don't have a real long snap there. Ooh, nice catch there by Ripley.
Run back by number 3. Pushed out of bounds by number 45, Max Boyce.
Yes, Siobhan or Ryan. I think it's Siobhan. I agree. Very cool that he's playing. Can't wait to see him back out for baseball here in a few weeks. I gotta say, last week I got to do chains for the game, so I was down on the Sultan sideline, and Casey was a kid I heard non-stop positive encouragement throughout the whole game for his teammates. He's a great kid.
Tackled by a host of Knights. Loss of 1 brings up 2nd and 11. On the 42.
We got lost a couple yards there. Make it 2nd and, we'll say 2nd and 11. Uh-oh, got a penalty on that one. Hardwick up the middle for about 5 or 6 yards. I'm going to guess that we have got a face mask there. Yep, face mask against the Knights. It's funny, face mask is one of those calls that you see when a ref throws a flag, they like throw it harder than usual, like with some emphasis.
Correction. 2nd down.
All right, so we got 2nd and 1 after that penalty. Should not have been more. Usually face mask 15 yards. I'm not sure why you get that much on that one, but it's 2nd and 1. We got a pass over to Ripley. Nice catch. No gain on the play. It'll bring up 3rd down. And that'll bring up 3rd and 1 for the Turks at the 31-yard line. Oh, Sargent keeps it up the middle. Nice gain of 4 yards on the quarterback keeper, and a first down for the Turks.
Number 77, Hutch Didoy, the tackle for the Knights.
All right, here we go. 1st and 10, Turks at the Knight 28-yard line. Hardwick up the middle.
Number 44, Caden Hardwick, the ball carrier.
A gain of 2 yards on that play. Bring up 2nd and 8.
The tackle for the Knights.
And here we go, 2nd and 8. We got a deep pass to Rip. 3rd down. It was a nice ball. Nice play by the Knight defender.
Number 19, Weston Campbell breaks up the play.
Hardwick up the middle. Gain of 3 yards. That'll bring up 4th and 5.
Bring up 4th down.
Yeah. All right, here we go. 4th down and 5 for the Turks. Pass is complete to Saylor. He gets down to the 10-yard line. A gain of 13 yards and a Turk first down.
Good enough for a Turks first down. Tackle by number 25, Max Bullis for the Knights. It'll be 1st and 10 on the 13.
All right, 1st and 10, ball's on the 13-yard line. Sargent rolls out to the left. Ball's deflected, incomplete. They were looking for Zane in the flat, and I think they would have had him too. Nice play by the defender.
Brings up 2nd and 10 for the Turks.
And I am hoping we get through this game on this battery because we've went through the secondary battery and we're about 30% left on this one. So we got 2 minutes and 43 seconds. Should be good. Sargent throws incomplete, intended for Bauer. That will bring up 4th down.
Pass is incomplete, intended for number 5, Weston Bauer Gale. Brings up 3rd and 10.
And here we go, 3rd down and 10. Ooh, pass is incomplete. That will bring up 4th down. There is a penalty on the play, though. We'll sort this one out.
Penalty on the play.
Man, I tell you, I don't think we're going to make it to the end of this game. We'll see. Got about just 15% left on the battery.
Penalty on the Turks is declined by the Knights.
Was a penalty against the Turks. It's declined. It'll be 4th and 10.
That results in a turnover on downs. First down, Knights.
Once again, we'll see you next Friday night against Cedar Park. That'll be a home game. Following week, the Turks travel to South Whidbey, and then they will play Life Christian, which I believe will be the final game. Although I think there was talk of maybe adding one more after that. We'll see. Anyway, 4th and 10 for the Turks on their own 13-yard line. Bauer takes it on the end around. They got about 5 yards, but that is not enough for a first down. They will turn it over on downs to the Knights. It'll be 4th down. Actually, first down for the Knights. And the ball is going to be placed at about the 8-yard line for the Knights. And we just got your battery is running low. So we'll see. Hopefully we don't have more passes. If we get some runs, just maybe get this thing over with before the battery goes dead. If not, we will see you next week, where Dan and Brian will be back on the broadcast. Knights run the ball. We got a penalty, which is going to take a little bit of time. Ball went out of bounds as well.
Number 21, Liam Abramowitz on the carry for the Knights, pending the penalty.
We got 2 minutes and 13 seconds left in this game.
Holding on the Knights.
It is holding against Kings. That'll be a 10-yard penalty. Might be a half the distance penalty. Yeah. Your battery up there? I got like that on the computer too. So we'll see which one goes dead first, the camera or the laptop. Nice run around the end. 17 on that tackle. You know what? 17 might be. I'm not sure who that is. Oh, 17's Feltner. That's right. I haven't seen him on defense. Tyler Deason in on that tackle as well.
Second down and 7 for the Knights.
We got a minute and 35 remaining in the game. Another sweep around the other end. We're going to get a tackle here. That's going to be a first down. So we'll stop the clock at the 35-yard line.
Number 6, tackler for the Turks.
Clock starts running again with a minute and 15 to go.
Play results in a Knights first down.
And another sweep to the outside. Some good pursuit there by the Turks. And he's tackled down at the 45-yard line of the Turks. seconds. Clock should be moving here quick. Reset the chains. 40 seconds left in the game. An idea here, we might get a little victory formation kneel. And we'll see. Got young kids out there, they may give another play. 20 seconds remaining. Ball's brought up the middle. Casey Sifferman on that tackle. That a kid. That a kid, Casey. 6 seconds remaining. And then they're going to wind up the clock, and that's going to be the end of the game. Hey, thanks for tuning in tonight. We will see you next week, whether we see you at the high school field or we see you on Turk Pride TV.
Again, please stick around for the honorary ceremony of the Knights Seniors.